Dear students, welcome to online classes of biology. So in the previous class, we have seen that how glycolysis takes place, and after glycolysis, what happened to pyruvic acid. I told pyruvic acid can enter into aerobic respiration, or it can enter into anaerobic, that is alcoholic fermentation, or in lactic acid fermentation. Okay, so before all this, okay, if we need to study aerobic respiration, okay, you can see that the aerobic respiration also start with pyruvic acid, isn't it? So pyruvic acid is formed in the cytoplasm due to the process of what glycolysis. After glycolysis, one molecule of glucose is getting converted to two molecules of pyruvic acid. Understood? So after this, okay, if it is entering into the Krebs to the aerobic respiration, okay, or Krebs cycle. First, the product of glycolysis. What is the product of glycolysis? It is pyruvic acid. Okay, it has to be transported from the cytoplasm to the mitochondria. Understood? So the events that are taking place in the mitochondria are the complete oxidation of pyruvic acid by stepwise removal of all the hydrogen atom, leaving three molecules of carbon dioxide. So what has to be done? Pyruvic acid should be oxidized, okay, by how? By the removal of hydrogen atoms, means, and that also it takes place in different steps, okay, and three molecules of carbon dioxide will be left. Understood? Then the passing on of the electrons removed as a part of hydrogen atoms. Okay, so removal of hydrogen atom is taking place, isn't it, in the complete oxidation of pyruvic acid. So at that time, electrons that are removed, okay, that will be given to oxygen with the simultaneous synthesis of ATP. Okay, so these two processes should be done in aerobic respiration, or these are the two events that has to be done to the pyruvic acid, okay, for the complete oxidation through aerobic respiration. Okay, so the first process, that is the complete oxidation of pyruvic acid by the stepwise removal of all hydrogen atoms, okay, and the release of carbon dioxide. This takes place in the mitochondrial matrix, and the second process, okay, is taking place in the inner membrane of the mitochondria. Okay, so in these two places this takes place. So the pyruvic acid formed during the glycolysis, okay, as you know, one glucose molecule is getting splitted into two pyruvic acid molecule. Each of them, okay, will undergo Krebs cycle. So the Krebs cycle repeats two times for a single molecule of glucose, means it happens two times. Okay, then pyruvic acid formed in the cytoplasm will enter into the matrix of mitochondria, and there it undergoes an oxidative decarboxylation. So why it is oxidative decarboxylation? Here decarboxylation, that is removal of carbon dioxide, takes place, and also it's a oxidative process. Okay, so here what happens? Pyruvic acid will combine with some acetyl, some coenzymes like coenzyme A and NAD plus. Okay, and then it will get converted to acetyl CoA, carbon dioxide, and NAD plus will be reduced to NADH2. Okay, here this takes place in the presence of magnesium ions, and also in the presence of pyruvic dehydrogenase. So the enzyme that catalyzes this reaction is pyruvic acid dehydrogenase. As two molecules of pyruvic acid is produced, and two molecules of pyruvic acid is entering into the Krebs cycle from a single glucose molecule, you can see that, okay, the two NADH2 molecules and two carbon dioxide molecule and two acetyl CoA will be produced. Now the acetyl CoA is entering into the cyclic pathway called what? Tricarboxylic acid cycle, okay, Krebs cycle, or citric acid cycle. Likewise, different names are there for Krebs cycle. Understood? So the product of this oxidative decarboxylation, that is acetyl CoA. So pyruvic acid directly it will not enter into Krebs cycle. It will undergo a decarboxylation process where one molecule of carbon dioxide will be released. Okay, and as you know, pyruvic acid is a 3-carbon compound and acetyl CoA is a 2-carbon molecule. Understood? So a 2-carbon molecule called acetyl CoA enters into the TCA cycle. What is TCA cycle? Tricarboxylic acid cycle. Actually, the cycle is having 3 carboxylic acid groups. So only this is also known as what tricarboxylic acid cycle. After hence Krebs, it is known as Krebs cycle, and it is also known as citric acid cycle because the first stable for compound formed is citric acid. Okay, so what happens here is the acetyl CoA combines with oxaloacetic acid. You remember about oxaloacetic acid? We have learned in C4 cycle. This was the first stable compound, isn't it? Oxaloacetic acid. Oxaloacetic acid combines with acetyl CoA and form what? Citric acid. Understood? Citric acid will form, and this is the first stable compound. That's what it is also known as what? Citric acid cycle. Okay, so you can see oxaloacetic acid is a 4-carbon compound and acetyl CoA is a 2-carbon compound. This two combines and form a 6-carbon molecule that is known as citric acid. Okay, and citric acid then it undergoes a decarboxylation again. Okay, decarboxylation means removal of carbon dioxide takes place and it will get converted to a 5-carbon compound known as alpha ketoglutaric acid. Okay, what is it? Alpha ketoglutaric acid. Understood? Now here also one molecule of carbon dioxide is released. So 6-carbon molecule citric acid will be getting converted to a 5-carbon molecule called alpha ketoglutaric acid, and here also the formation of a NADH2 molecule is taking place. Okay, so one molecule of NADH2 is produced in this step. Okay, then next step is what? Again alpha ketoglutaric acid, which is a 5-carbon compound, will get converted to another molecule called succinyl CoA. It is not shown here. Okay, and then you can see that this succinyl CoA is also a 4-carbon compound. Okay, it is formed after the decarboxylation of alpha ketoglutaric acid. Understood? So again here one more NADH2 is formed, and then succinyl CoA will be getting converted to succinic acid. That step is not represented here, and you can see that one molecule of GTP is formed. Okay, so one molecule of GTP is formed when succinyl CoA is getting converted to succinic acid. Understood? Then succinic acid will get converted to malic acid. Okay, another process, and here you can see a molecule of FADH2 is formed. Okay, FADH2, and here FADH2 is just like NADH2 only, but the FADH2 is having the energy to produce only 2 ATPs, but NADH2 is having the energy to produce 3 ATPs. So the further process, the production of ATPs from NADH2 and FADH2, that takes place where in the next step, that is ETS, when the products, okay, this NADH2 and FADH2, they give its electron to another process called ETS. We will study that in the next class. So in that time only what ATPs will be produced. So you can see that NADH2 two places till now, isn't it? That is when citric acid is getting converted to alpha ketoglutaric acid, and also here in 2 places NADH2 is formed still now, and one GDP is getting converted to GTP, which is equal to or equivalent to ATP only. Okay, so in Krebs cycle no ATPs are produced. Okay, no oxygen is released, oxygen is used. Understood? So the all this process will be taking place in the next step only, that is in the ETS. Okay, so GTP is produced, to NADH2 is produced, and I told you one FADH2 is also produced. Now malic acid will be again getting converted to oxaloacetic acid. Okay, and there also one molecule of NADH2 is formed. Okay, so in total you can see that the number of NADH2 formed is 1, 2 and 3. Okay, 3 in the Krebs cycle, and then 1 NADH2 is equal to 3 ATPs. So 3 into 3, 9, isn't it? 9, and this one GTP is equal to what only? It is equal to what, 1 ATP only. So 10 ATP, then 1 FADH2 is equal to 2 ATPs. Okay, so 12 ATPs will be produced in the Krebs cycle itself. And here when acetyl CoA is formed, 1 NADH2 is formed. Okay, so here also 1 NADH2 is formed. So like this, when you see, okay, the NADH2 formed is 4 NADH2, 4 into 3, isn't it? 1 NADH2 is equal to 3 ATPs. 4 into 3 means 12 ATPs, and then 1 GTP, okay, that is 13, and then what, you can see here 1 FADH2, that is 15. Of 1 FADH2 is equal to 2 ATPs. So 15 ATPs will be formed from a single pyruvic acid. Okay, so 2 pyruvic acid are formed from a single glucose molecule. So around 30 ATPs, okay, can be produced from Krebs cycle and the oxidative decarboxylation. Understood? So like this, what you can see that the oxidation of compounds, okay, that is acetyl CoA is getting what it is getting oxidized or decarboxylated. Okay, and you can see that there is simultaneous production of what also? NADH2, GTP, FADH2, etc. Understood? So this is happening in what? Krebs cycle. So it's called a cycle because see, the compound which is used, okay, for the for accepting acetyl CoA is what? Formed again, okay, in a cyclic way, isn't it? So first what happened? Oxaloacetic acid combines with acetyl CoA and produces what? Citric acid. Citric acid will get converted to alpha ketoglutaric acid. Okay, then succinyl CoA is also there. Okay, actually this is a very long step including many substages. So in your for your understanding, okay, you can study like this. So that is alpha ketoglutaric acid, then succinic acid, then malic acid, then oxaloacetic. Oxaloacetic acid is again regenerated in the cycle. That's what it is also known. It is known as a cycle. Okay, so like this, you can see that this is the what the complete steps or summary of equation, isn't it? Pyruvic acid plus 4 NAD plus FAD plus 2 H2O plus ADP plus inorganic phosphate gives 3 carbon dioxide molecule, isn't it? Where 3 carbon dioxide is formed, one here, okay, one is here, one here, one is here, one is here, and another is here. Like this, 3 carbon dioxide molecules, then 4 NADH2, okay, then 4 H plus ions, and 1 FADH2 plus ATP. Okay, so like this, what ATP, where it is formed, actually it all GTP is formed. Understood? So we have seen that glucose has been broken down to release carbon dioxide and 8 molecules of NADH2. Okay, then 2 of FADH2 have been synthesized besides 2 molecules of ATP in the TCA cycle. So this is the what nutshell, okay, or the summary of the reactions that is taking place. So this is not the final step of respiration. We have seen that in respiration what happened? Glucose combines with oxygen and forms carbon dioxide and water. We have never seen water formed here, isn't it? We have seen only carbon dioxide is released, and we have not studied that oxygen where it is used. So this all takes place in the next step of cellular respiration, that is ETS. Understood? So this much is very clear. Krebs cycle is also known as what? Citric acid cycle or TCA cycle, tricarboxylic acid cycle. And the steps of the cycle also you have to remember. Okay, so hope this much is very clear. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.